marriage, we were like, you know what? We should get a couples therapist counselor. We weren't even on bad terms at the time. It was actually probably one of our
That's
better,
the best thing. That's the smart thing.
times.
Yeah.
And then we were like, you know what? We probably should, because we realize now it's not like we got conflict to where it's like, we're going to divorce or something. It's just more of like, we're two different people, two different perspectives. Yeah. Two high strung women. It's just, let's get, someone who could help us understand each other's perspectives, because like she's super emotional person.
Just wanna see you on me. I just wanna see you on me. Put it on me, babe. Put it on me. Put it on me, babe. Put it on me. Loving on your body all day.
What is going on? My name is Jay. That's
Your boy Trey was popping.
and welcome to the Fupas and Flapjacks podcast here on the DeRozier Media Network. And every week we're always joined by none other than the podcast Dr. Phil.
I have a fupa.
How you feeling today, Phil?
It's great. Just watched some cartoons and I'm happy. So
No, that stuff was crazy.
Yeah, for those who don't know, obviously you guys don't. We were watching Invincible
Powerpuff
before
Girls.
this. No, we weren't. Don't do that. Don't start that narrative. But we were watching Invincible and it was kind of intense because that show was pretty
Gruesome.
Yes.
Bloody.
Yes, for
Yeah.
sure. But Trey, how you feeling though?
I'm feeling good, man. I honestly just had some Culvers. I had to eat. I was in a really bad mood. I was hangry. I'm feeling good. Now I got some drink in me, so I'm ready to go.
Yeah, if you were saying,
what'd you get?
I got Culvers. I got me the fish sandwich, and then I got me like the cheese curds and the Coke Zero. On DoorDash, if you get the Coke Zero with it, they give you $5 off. If you pay for it. So.
Jesus Christ. Fucking Coke Zero. Anyways, y'all, welcome to another episode, another great week here at the Fupas and Flapjacks podcast. This week is a little special. I mean, we say every week is special, but this week is a little bit more special. It's like double special.
Extra
We
special.
have, extra special, exactly. We have two guests today.
Two.
Two of them things. Two. Not one, but two. Dos. De. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Steph and Steph, a.k.a. the ladies of Steph Square TV.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for having us.
How you guys doing today?
Good. This is exciting.
We feeling good.
This was like a this wasn't really like a spur of the moment, but this was kind of like Steph hit us up. Sorry, Black Steph hit us up
That's crazy.
and
That's
asked
crazy.
us to be on the pod. for the people who are viewing it, we're gonna say Black Steph for the time being. But Black Steph asked us to be on the pod. We were like, "Yo, why the fuck not?"
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm with it.
We're
I'm
like, why the fuck not?
We are here for, especially it's March. It's a Woman Empowerment Month.
That
so
part.
in any type of way,
Yes.
it's your birthday month.
Yep.
Yay. So any type of way we can, bring women on, and that's what we do anyways. But we can bring any type of woman on, no matter what background, who they are, to speak on their truth and what they believe. I think it's a beautiful thing for us to do.
You guys are excited to be here?
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
100%.
I'm excited for this podcast. Just being on an episode and after seeing everything that you guys have produced, I'm like, let's get it.
I'm ready to talk some shit.
Yeah, I'm ready.
You ready to talk
talk
some shit? All right.
I was gonna say, can we
Can we
curse?
curse?
You can curse all you want.
curse,
You
yeah,
can curse all you
yeah,
want.
yeah,
Talk some shit.
We have no advertisers, so we're
Yeah.
not constrained to anything.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
fantastic.
also, like,
That
our
doesn't
we
women-
gonna
matter.
fuck this shit up.
What'd you say,
What
Phil?
you say, Phil?
so that doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, that sure doesn't matter anymore, yeah.
Oh, that's true.
That's
true.
And when we do our caption, when I do the captions edited,
just
it
cut
all
it out.
immediately
Bleeps
bleeps
out,
out.
yeah,
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 so
no,
you
big
good.
facts.
Yeah, you good.
So, you guys excited to hear about this week's topic?
Let's do it.
Phil, you excited about hear this week's topic?
Let's
Do we have
go.
a topic?
We do.
Oh
We
man.
I mean, we could talk about something else, but we
Well, I didn't get a pre-topic.
A pre-topic?
Nah,
Oh, okay.
nah,
I
it's
can give
going
you guys.
on.
I got
No,
a
no.
warm up,
Get
but I was
the
gonna say
topic.
it for the end.
Nah,
the
go
warm
ahead,
up.
go for it, yeah.
All right, bet. So the topic for this week is personal branding in dating profiles. So this topic is a little two-sided. So we're talking about personal branding when it comes to social media, and also personal branding when it comes to dating as well. This topic's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
This topic's gonna be fun. The reason I picked this topic specifically is because the ladies obviously are together, beautiful wives, of course. Shoulder ring.
Yes. Details.
But also they have their own personal branding separately from their own joint page. And also to add on top of that, Trey has mentioned many times on this show as well about personal branding when it comes to if he were to date somebody who's also a content creator. So I thought it was
Exactly.
it was perfect for three of y'all.
That's
Me, I don't give a fuck.
Wow.
I don't give a fuck. Who's dating?
Tell
me?
us how you really feel.
Well, when it comes to social media, I care about my personal branding, but dating, I don't care. I don't care. It's my job. I don't care. But anyways, to introduce the topic, today we are diving into the art and science of personal branding and social media profiles. In a world where potential partners make split-second decisions with a swipe, your profile isn't just a collection of random photos and facts. It's also your personal marketing campaign for business, money, and love. So, with that being said, I usually start out with you.
Don't
We
start
got
with
two
me.
people
We got
today.
two people today, so
So
we
move,
get-
nigga, move.
Throw that Stephanie.
I'm ready. I have alcohol in my cup. I'm ready.
All right, for Latino stuff,
Yeah.
for those
Latina stuff.
for those who can't
Yeah.
see her, Latina stuff. When it comes to personal branding, when it comes to social media, how do you go about it specifically? Because I have follow-up questions to depending on how you answer this.
Okay. For myself, I'm more of lifestyle, girly things, makeup, fashion, day in my life type of style. That's nowhere near to the content that we do on our platform together. For us, it's, about marriage. It's about, funny things that I do to my wife, like things like that. That's on those one. And which is crazy because I don't really do a lot of like lifestyle posts as often as I like doing more stuff on our platform.
Right.
So
I will say there was a skit that they posted, bro.
But they got a couple. They got a couple.
No, but there was one that had me dying. I think
Funny-
I
funny
was either in
one,
a
yeah.
car at a restaurant, and she was saying, "Oh, I'm gonna pay for it" or something. And Steph goes,
Oh yeah, I'm like this.
yeah.
"That one had me
I thought
crying."
you were talking about the one where she was like, when she got me in the car, she was like, "Oh, I got something to tell you. I can't pay for the mortgage this month." And I'm like, "When have you ever?"
The worst part, the follow-up question
When
was,
have you ever?
do you even know the app to pay for it? And I was like, okay, we don't have to go down this
Oh,
route.
damn.
Yeah, I'm like, you know the app. You know what it's called.
I got two.
She clocked it. She clocked it.
I said I got two tasks in this lifetime: to look cute and to be your wife.
She was
Anything
like-
else, not so much.
No, that one got me because she was like, she was really on it, and I was like, really, like, what are you talking about? Because she was like, no, seriously, like, I can't. And I'm like, you didn't pay it this month. You don't pay it last month, the month before. Like, I was really.
She's really lost the sauce.
She was like, "What the fuck is she talking
Mind
about,
you, I was
yo?"
like, you gonna read me for filth, and then now I have to post this because it's hilarious to other people. To me, I'm just like, dang, man.
She probably was like, "What kind of social money you getting on the side that I don't know about that?"
Like, you got
What's
loose
going
sauce?
on?
What's
Talking
going
about to pay
on?
some mortgage.
Yeah.
You got a side bank account?
Exactly.
I don't know about him.
You got a
Like,
secret Swiss account or something? But
ask her if she know the app. She still don't.
oh shit, that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
I'll just exit out of this conversation now.
But the thing I was gonna say to follow up, because obviously, me and Trey are very familiar with both of you guys' separate content and you guys' together content.
Yeah.
One thing you guys do, me personally, I've noticed that you guys very strong in, and you guys strive at, is like your visual storytelling when it comes to both of you guys' separate content and joint content. Like, how did you guys develop that kind of like strength in your content?
That's
Either one of y'all
That's
can
a me
answer.
question. Okay.
No, she's the brains. I'm the brawn.
Honestly, obviously, just like research. Number one, to what's gonna keep your audience like engaged with you. You understand? And like for me, I think especially when my brand is all about like. It's a lot about business stuff,
Yeah,
right? Being an
right.
entrepreneur, I just try to really showcase that perspective. But for me, at first, it was like, well, I just got to talk about, tax stuff and my offers, and that's it. I got to keep it straight business.
Yeah.
And then I started really, like, people want to get to know you. They want to know who's behind the actual brand. Like, yes, you have a business. Yes, we understand it's successful, but who are you really?
Right.
And so I wanted to showcase that, like, I am more than a business owner. I'm married, you know what I'm saying? I'm a family woman. And I like to do silly, goofy stuff. Like, I love music. I love going to the gym. Like, so it was important for me to, like, you know what? Yeah, people should know a little bit more about me. So I started doing, hey, let me tell about my day, especially my stories. Like, your stories I feel like, are the best place to really take advantage of BTS.
Yep.
Like, let's show people on a daily basis, walk them through who we are, what we're doing. And on any day, I'm doing any kind of random activity. So I feel like, I should. Like, I feel like if I show my stories, I'm like, yeah, my stories could be lit. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
let me take people along with me. Let me, like, go into masterminds and stuff. Like, especially with other business owners, especially someone who's like just starting out, they don't understand, like, some of them have no clue what to even do. Like, it's like, oh, I'm starting a business, but like, when I'm not doing my business stuff, what do I do?
Yeah.
And so that's why I started showing, like someone was telling me, like, man, you go to masterminds, like, that's so cool. You should like post that more. And I'm like, oh, that's true. Like, I go every month, at least once a month. I can show one big major mastermind throughout the weekend. You know what I mean? And so I started just kind of just showcasing that. I would say that's what it comes out to. Like, really just showing people who you are. I think a lot of times, especially when we're like business owners, there's this professional aspect that you think it has to be like, so like black and white. Like, I'm a business owner with tattoos, you know what I'm saying? I got locks. Like, I am not black and white.
Yeah,
like,
it's just traditional.
Yeah. I'm black.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm a stud. Like, it's just so many things. So it's like, I think sometimes when we first started, it's like, oh, I gotta be this person. I gotta be a person in business.
Yeah.
I'm never that person out the gate. So it's like, why do I need to try to be something that I'm not, or keep my page like super professional? I want to be able to have people know, like, hey, this is me. Like, this is who you could work with. Like, this is who you see. This is who I am. And I think that's super important. And anything that you do, like, really just showcasing a part of being yourself. Even people that do like funny skits and like comedic stuff, like you guys, like showcase. You still showcase a part of like who you are, being yourself. I think it's important.
I want to add on to that so they can continue to expound on it. Is that we had a conversation last night, and I think that what was beautiful is I think Venezuelan Steph said that when I got with Haitian Steph, that we talked about having our individuality, that I did not want to rely on this person for everything. And I think that they've done a great job of kind of like how we do our pod and we separated ourselves. Like, I'm Trey, you're Jay, and we do the pod together, but we're separate. We like they've done it where they're two peas in the pod when they do the Steph TV thing, but when they separate, they're still who they are.
Yeah.
And so, like, how do you guys set the time to make sure you have your individual Steph time and then couple Steph time for content?
Great question.
That is a great question. I think for us, we've really worked on kind of setting schedules. So, like, for example, we'll have a day where we do only Steph Square content.
Okay.
And then another day where it's like Steph.does it, Splash of Steph, and, you know, and my podcast. Like, those are all separate things that we do. And then we also we don't go the whole day, this is all we're going to do. Like, at the end of the night, it's like, okay, well, we're done with work. Let's set time for, like, us to enjoy each other's presence, enjoy each other's time. Like, after a certain time of the night, like, she knows, I'm like, your phone is off, you're done. We are going to set time for us to cuddle, to have dinner, to watch our favorite show,
That's
whatever,
beautiful.
you know.
Because I'm a workaholic. I could.
She'll work until
I'll bring my laptop to bed, and I'm like,
and I'm like, no. And I think the biggest thing that we've worked on is, like, even though we want to be individual, like, I am supportive of her, like, she's supportive of me.
Okay.
But we don't involve ourselves unless the other person asks. Like,
Got it.
you know, like, if Steph
Okay,
says,
okay.
right?
Yeah.
So, like, for example, Steph has a whole business. Last year, she's like, hey, you know, like, you do this much. Let's actually put you as a different role this year. And this year, she's like, no, you're full on my partner. She didn't have to do that. But the fact that she's like, I see how much effort you put into me, I'm going to give you this. Vice versa, when it comes down to my podcast, the name of my podcast, the structure of my podcast, that all comes from my wife. Okay. And the premise of my actual Instagram comes from my wife. And everyone knows that when people go, oh, like, how did you do this? I'm like, my wife. Like, I don't separate things. Well, excuse me. I do separate myself when it comes down to certain things for my own, you know, mental and physical well-being. But also I do things to make sure that my wife is also understanding of, like, how important she is into what I do as well. So even though we are separate, a lot of us trickles into each other because it's like, I'm still going to support you.
Right.
I'm still going to make sure that you're good, whether I'm in this with you or not, if that makes sense.
Yes, that's good.
Yeah.
That's real good.
like, I see you struggling with this. Like, could I help? You know what I mean?
This is your bag. That was good. This is your bag.
Hey, man,
This episode's literally your bag.
I mean, it's not really my bag. 'Cause I've never got to experience.
But this is what you, like, strive for, though. That's what I'm saying.
I've never got to experience dating someone in a social media space like me. I literally just had someone that someone tried to set me up with somebody, but they were just like, you know, my only issue with Trey is that he's just too known. Like he's
you
too,
out here?
Yeah, he's just too. As far as social media, like too much attention, too much this, and I'm like, you're not really giving me like a chance for me. Like I'm not outside like that. If I am outside, I'm with Jay, with y'all, with content people that I know, the people that I'm with, and I go home. Like I really don't care to be seen or be outside like that. I just make my content, do my thing, and just peace out. And it's crazy. Like, you know, there's this thing online where there's a stigma where there's women who make social media or women who don't, and will look at a man like me who makes social media and think that I'm just out here. And so be it. So there are men who are trash, but I'm looking for
we know a couple of them.
Yeah, but
Validation.
I'm looking for validation from women, and you know, it's not a fair chance on me to really get that chance. And so I purposely sometimes kind of search out for social media women who understand my life, who understand content creation, who understand like the busyness of it all, who understand that, you know, like me, I work a 9 to 5, but after my 9 to 5, I got to make room for content.
Yeah. Right.
And some people don't understand that. Some people think you're like, I'm trying to brush you off. No, I'm out here working. Yeah, I'm out here working. Yeah. If I don't do this, if I don't stay consistent and post every single day, the algorithm takes me out, and I got to go 2 times, 3 times as hard again to get right back in the flow.
Right. No, 100%.
So,
no matter where you're at.
Exactly. That's why it's like seeing a situation like this where, like, you know, you guys literally are doing like 3 different things with your, like, you're doing you, and then you're doing something together.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing because it's like you're building on something that the currency for social media is at an all-time high right now. Like entertainment is at an all-time high. People aren't going to TV anymore. They're going to their phones and they're flipping through, trying to be entertained. And you're able to make a currency off that. And I don't think some people see the value in that. So it's kind of hard to date people who don't understand the value of social media.
I got a question real quick. Phil, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
To bring you into this conversation.
Okay.
Obviously, we all know Phil's married. Your wife doesn't watch this podcast, right?
No, she does now, remember?
Oh, she does. You're right. Damn it.
We got you popping.
Go ahead. Ask away. Ask away.
You already opened the door now.
I got to ask him now.
Open Pandora's box. So,
Right.
Big Dog, I got a question for you. So, when it comes to you as a business owner, somebody who runs multiple social media accounts for other podcasts, obviously, and other content creators, how do you, as a business owner and, you know, with your marketing, how do you, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess manage kind of how to optimize somebody's potential social media wise, but also try to keep them authentic as possible?
Oh man, that's a great question.
You know, bro, I'm getting better at this, bro. Y'all don't understand. Go ahead, my bad, Phil.
Ooh.
Not the bombs again.
Yeah, no,
Not the bombs again.
When it comes to that, really, honestly, to keep it authentic with them is that they really have to approve the things that I post. Right? I don't post anything without them seeing it. And so we when we first have a meeting, we kind of have a breakdown of what is their style that they like to post and keep it authentic. And still, when they have an idea, they still come to me first, and then we kind of just like collaborate and then make it possible.
Right.
But I don't do anything without them approving it. But a lot of the shows that I produce, I still have a heavy input in it. So it's still part of my vision too, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know? But yeah, did I answer your question?
Yeah, it did. It did. Because I was just going to flip the question back to y'all. How do you guys manage like to optimize you guys on social media, on the algorithm, like Trey said, but also try to keep your content as authentic to you guys? Because we've seen it firsthand with some of the content people we make content with. They'll just hop on a trend, make something outlandish, go popping, and we all know like that got nothing to do with them.
Right.
They're just doing it just to get the clicks and likes and views. But one thing I've noticed about you guys specifically, all you guys' content, whether it's on your page, together, it's always authentic to you guys' personality.
Yeah.
Like, how do you manage, like, balance that?
For us, it's almost so necessary especially when it comes to our platform together, because the LGBT community do not play that. And
them alphabet people come get you. Them alphabet people will come get you.
So they don't want to see no mess. As a matter of fact, when we first started creating content with you guys, kind of like still in the beginning, I think she made a video with Cleve. He was like, "Oh, can I use her?" Like, you know, pretty much pretend to be his girl. I didn't care. She didn't care. She was like, "Oh yeah, okay, whatever."
Yeah.
Like, we're collabing, and it didn't go well. Like we even got like a couple DMs, like what's going on? Like obviously you could tell it's a skit. It was something funny and stupid, and it had a sound. It wasn't even like they talked or anything. It was like a trending sound thing on it.
I was just saying.
Was it the wrestling one that we did?
Nope.
No. It was right. It was
the
before
wrestling
that.
one. We were still we still were like a couple.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's right. For both of them, they were like that.
It was one that I did at
Yes.
Jania's shop, and I was basically storming in through the door because Cleveland was getting his hair done, and I was like saying something along the lines like, "How dare you like out the door?"
It was like one of those like you know,
Toxic relationship.
lip sync,
Yeah.
lip syncing sound things.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we got a couple DMs about it, and then we realized I'm like, okay, yeah, we definitely can't do anything, because that was really, you know, obviously creating with you guys was the first time we really were creating with people. Yeah. We really just create
with each other.
Yeah.
You know, we've met like a couple other influencer couples where we've, you know, done like a little video, but then it's like just couple and couple. But that was our first time really being in a creator kind of group. And so I guess we didn't really know or weren't really too sure, but that was a test, because we could have continued to just be like, oh, well, we're just going to make the content. But for us, though, it was like, you know what? It's imperative. Like, let's actually just stop it right here.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're not going to make these kind of videos anymore. If it's not related to our brand, if it's not conducive to our growth, let's just cut it out. And so we just decided, okay, forget it. I think we did one after that with Vince, the one that went viral where I was a waiter and she was getting her
I was getting robbed.
her
Her
back
Oh
robbed.
yeah. I remember
Because
that.
he really needed the people, and then even then, you know, we didn't get any backlash or anything like that from it. But I even told her, I was like, that video, even then, it's like, you know, we didn't tag ourselves in it, we didn't collab on it and put it on our page because we didn't want it to affect our brand. We're like, well, we'll put it on your page, but we're not, like, we even told them like we're not gonna collab.
Yeah.
But then it went like super viral, and then we had talked about it like we should have just done something, and who knows, maybe it would have changed the dynamic of how the video went.
Yeah.
But we're just like, you know what, we should have just done something that was related to us, because we didn't end up collabing on it because of that same exact reason.
There could have been a spin-off that y'all added to it to make it feel
right.
That would have worked for us too.
Yeah. Maybe like
When she was getting
someone
robbed, it was
stole
both
it.
of us
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, maybe like you steal the bag, and then she's like, "Oh damn, who are you?" And you like they switch it up to like who y'all are to make it feel genuine,
authentic.
My question for that, like a follow-up question for that, would that be like the LGBTQ community or like the community you guys have created as like the fan community you guys have created?
Both.
A little bit of both.
Okay.
Yeah, because with LGBT, it's like it's like, girl, are you know, is she straight now? You know, like confused. Especially with her. So it's like, all right, let's just cut that out. No, let's just get rid of that. And then with our for our fans, is like people really.
Y'all are married.
Yeah, they really like
love that.
Yeah, they really love that. And I guess for us, we don't realize so much what kind of just kind of being us and posting us. We don't really realize, and I don't want to be like, oh, how much we're impacting people, because I don't want to sound
but
like
you are. You're
corny
connected.
in that sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it does seem like people are impacted by seeing a healthy relationship. Like honestly,
especially a lesbian
again,
relationship.
we go to couples therapy, and we started doing it both like. It wasn't even like, oh, we were having marital trouble and went to couples therapy. When we got married, for some odd reason, we met like 5 married couples. I think because we have date nights all the time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And so randomly, people talk to us all the time because we have date nights. We go to bars. We'll set the bar. We'll drink. We'll buy shots for random people. They'll buy like we're just odd like that. We have date nights all the time. So when we went out, I think like when we first got married, we were so happy to be married. So we were like having date night every damn night.
Yeah.
So but in that we met like 5 married couples that were pretty much like, you know, that marriage, your first year is gonna be like the worst year ever.
Yeah.
And then which already sets some kind of like
But why is that? Why do they tell you that your first marriage is going to be rough? Why would they tell you something like that?
Because there's like a turn. So like you go from being girlfriend and you know, girlfriend partners, right?
Yeah.
Then you go into being fiance. So now you have, you know, if you're planning a wedding, whatever, you have all that stress over your head.
Okay.
And
By the
then
time you get married.
by the time you get married, all that stress that you had from planning a wedding, everything just falls into your relationship. So that first year, you're kind of trying to come back to that I love you, because you kind of have that little bit of like,
It's just stress.
It's stress. You're going into different things. You could be possibly buying a house. Like for us, we were buying a house. All these things that we kind of just put on our plate all at one time. And you're also finding out, okay, when you buy a house and you're married, that house is between both of you guys. And then if you guys decide to split, there's a whole thing. There's a lot of things that go into being married that first year that kind of just slaps you in the face.
Got it.
So we didn't have the wedding, so that helped because we didn't have like a ceremony because we got married during COVID, so we didn't have a ceremony. But we were buying a house.
And you did during COVID too, which is a whole nother stressor on top of all that.
Yeah, so it was a lot, and people tell you like I think, but that's general stress of people going through whatever emotions it is when they are about to get married. When the dust settles though. It's like you're trying to decompress it all because you went through however many months like this, you know, and it's like you're shoulders up, stress, and it's like you're trying to decompress it all, but you're kind of decompressing it together. You're figuring out together, maybe a little bit taking it out on each other, and then I think a little bit of the pressure of knowing that okay, you're actually locked in. Like for me, someone who was like a little bit of like a commitment like phobe. Right. I think that locked in does kind of scare you a little bit. And so the arguments is like, I ain't just arguing about dumb stuff for no reason. You know what I mean? So, but I think when people tell people like, oh, hey, your first year of marriage is going to suck, and like, oh, it's always going to be bad. Honestly, now seeing it, I think that's something people should never tell people because you really don't know.
But what was the, I want to keep going with this because this is really good. Yeah. What was the turn where it got good and when social media impacted, where social media fit in that turn of when it started feeling good? Because you guys are already, like you said, that first year was stressful along with COVID and everything. Yep. And then you guys, I'm assuming, already were doing social media on your own. I'm assuming it was a passion.
Steph was doing social media. She would like post and stuff like that.
For my business.
For your business. But outside of that, you weren't doing it.
We weren't
so
really
was that something
it.
that you added in the turn that brought you guys closer together during that?
Yeah, because so I think during COVID, you had suggested let's do a couple videos, so we did, but we really didn't take it seriously. And then throughout, like as I was saying, so when we met those people, we really considered it. So I think halfway through the first year of our marriage, or maybe almost at the end of the first year through our marriage, we were like, you know what? We should get a couples therapist counselor. We weren't even on bad terms at the time. It was actually probably one of our
That's
better,
the best thing. That's the smart thing.
Times. And then we were like, you know what? We probably should, because we realize now it's not like we got conflict to where it's like, oh, we're going to divorce or something. It's just more of like, we're two different people, two different perspectives. Two high strung women. It's just, let's get, someone who could help us understand each other's perspectives, because like she's super emotional person. I'm very not. So
unbiased opinion between both of you.
Yeah. So it's like, we're not going to, you know what I mean? We can't, sometimes it's like understanding that perspective. So that's why we did it. And I think a little bit before we started therapy, I think we started social media, and then we just started kind of posting. Our first video that went viral, I was like climbing through a car or something in like 2020. It was like I was climbing through a car window. So it went it was like hit 1 million, didn't expect it. Yeah. We went from like 258 followers or something like that to like freaking 11,000 and 22,000.
That's all it takes. One.
It only takes one.
Yeah.
It only takes one.
And mind you, it was literally a video that Steph was like, let's do this one real quick. And that was the last video that we were filming for the day. For some reason, it's always the last video that we film for the day that's the one that hits. And we filmed it like 6 times. She couldn't hear the audio because you're filming it. She's coming in through one window, and the audio's on, like the camera's on the other side of the car. Out of the car. So you can't really, the loudest you can go on that phone is like not even that loud.
Yeah.
So it's like she's trying to hear, I'm trying, like she's literally climbing onto my lap. So either time she either lands with her foot, lands with a knee, lands with something, and she's like, hey, you need to laugh. And I'm like, okay.
It hurts.
It hurts. I'm in pain. So, but it's.
But I think that last time you actually did laugh, because
I did, because I was like, this is hilarious.
Dying laughing, or like she was like, this is like this is a bad idea. So we just started cracking up, and she started saying the words out loud too. I started saying the words out loud. I wasn't on cue. If you actually watch the video, it's not in sync. With the lip syncing part, we're cracking up, so we finish all the words, and it still took off, and we're like, man, this is fun. Like, we should do this. Yeah. And we enjoyed kind of working together. It was like a little work day together. We're like, you know what?
Nice
And
little bonding moment.
Yeah.
And then we had that conversation because I was like, you know what? If you want to do this, how about like let's take it seriously. Let's do this. Let's try to be consistent in doing it because we did a couple videos during COVID. We never took it seriously. It never went anywhere. So this one obviously did. Let's continue to stay there. And then we started really making videos. Then we got inconsistent again. But then in 2024, we got back and actually started being like back on track. Yeah.
You guys are like they are on it. That following is like
They
strong.
Yeah.
Strong.
You know, what's that shit used to call it back then? No ghost followers.
No.
Ghost followers.
I think one of the greatest things that we've really tried to do for our content is, and Steph hit on this, was we're really authentic to where even people come up to us, and this is not like, tooting my horn or anything like that, but I just love the fact that when our like fans or like our supporters come up to us, they're like, wow, you guys are literally what you guys show on the internet. And we're like, like we don't go outside and see us like on our phones and like separately. Like we're enjoying our time with each other. Like we went to Universal and we had a friend couple come up to us.
By the way,
I was drinking and I'm having a great time and they're coming by and I'm like,
eyes glossy. I'm like, hey,
and I'm looking at her afterwards, like when we like, getting settled back. And I look at her and I'm like, like we could be that couple that like don't really care for each other in real life and just post whatever. And imagine somebody coming up to us and being like, oh, like, or not wanting to come up to us at all. And
they see the
dynamic.
The aura,
And I'm like, but I love when they do come up to us and they're like, oh my God, like they really enjoy and they want to take pictures and all these things. And like, they want to talk to us. And it's just like, it's good to know that the energy that we come off with in our content also translate in our relationship, in our marriage. When we meet people, when we talk to people, it's like we never want anyone to feel like, oh, you can't come up to us or we're just people on social media. Like, no, we're humans. I wipe my butt just like how you do.
Exactly.
Like, it's at the
and
end
also
of
we don't really film when we're not really like vibing either. You know what I'm saying? Because regardless of what people think, like especially on social media, like thinking like we're like this perfect couple, we're just a couple that actually tries because we love each other and we want to build, you know what I'm saying? Divorce is not like one of those option things for us, so we try, And sometimes it's like people think it's like so perfect. I'm like, wait a minute, no. If we're not vibing, we're not filming. And then if it was like, okay, you want to film? Okay, so we're gonna talk about it before we do, So it's not even ever like, oh, like I'm, I got a bad mood and now you want to film, so now I got to pretend.
No.
Don't even.
That's what I respect about, not just y'all, but like our Orlando group as a whole. Is I feel like I'm around a lot of authentic people because I've like I'll give like a kind of an example of a situation where I kind of started in.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry. I am sorry. I am sorry. Go ahead.
Now.
We do that later.
Yeah, go ahead, Trey.
But what I would say is like. When I was alone making content by myself, I had a lot of people in LA I was connected to, and this one girl in LA, she was a plus size creator, and she reached out to me. She said, "Hey, we should do a fake relationship online, and it would be good for you because you'll be dating a plus size woman, and it would be good for me because I'd be dating a handsome guy. So then we would date each other, and we get the best of both worlds. And then when we had to do like a crazy breakup at one point, and I was like." Nah, I can't rock that way. Like, if people are going to fuck with me, they're going to fuck with me because I'm me. And I like the fact that I'm surrounded by people just like you who are genuine in themselves and who aren't just trying to do it for the sake of clicks. Because I can't stand fakeness and fake people. And so far, the people that we brought on and like you guys right now, like it feels good to feel genuine energy. So you guys bring that up about, I'm not making content if you're not feeling good. I'm not making content if you're not feeling good. And if we're going to do this content because we're with it, we're going to talk it out because that's how we're going to be able to build on this. So
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
So you go ahead.
No, I mean, I know you're moving on to the next.
Oh, no, go ahead.
No,
I like this flow.
I know the flow is good.
By the way, sidebar. Phil, you said your wife listens to this podcast, right?
Yes.
I'm not trying to be funny. I hope what both Stephs just said encourages her to agree to what you were saying about couples therapy, by the way. No, he said it like 2 episodes ago.
Yeah, he said like 3 episodes ago.
It was 3 or 4
episodes.
Yeah, so that was the Miriam episode, right? Yeah.
No, it was before that.
Before that?
We've been talking about that before.
To go to couples therapy?
Yeah.
It was way before that. Yeah, so that's what I'm
Hey,
saying. Like,
when did she start watching?
Maybe 5 episodes ago.
oh, shit, damn. Damn.
So she saw it.
She probably saw it.
She probably saw it.
She probably saw it. She's holding it in the tuck.
Wait, so Phil wants to go to couples therapy and his wife doesn't?
Well, yeah. That's
pretty much the gist. Yeah, and that's he's like, and the thing is, like, you know, Phil does a really good job of like creating podcasts, giving great ideas about how to navigate your podcast, and this is what he surrounds his whole life with. And he doesn't really have a person at home to kind of share that with his creativity. So, yeah.
Phil, we're not trying to bum you out, dog. I promise.
Too late.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry. Man.
My suggestion, Phil, if anything, try going for yourself, then. Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah, we went to church like a few Sundays ago. Our pastor was saying, like, and this is obviously for church, but I feel like it works the same for therapy. It's if you go to church for yourself, eventually, if you want to bring your spouse, them seeing you succeed makes them want to succeed. Does that make any sense? Like,
I know he said it. I don't know if I agree that I think some people are just super sometimes stuck in their way that it's like, if you don't say anything to them, it's just like, okay, well, I know when he brought it up, but I think more of the invitation, maybe it's like one day they'll come. But I think if you just leave it open in the air and it's just like, well, they're just going to go in, maybe they never will.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you invite them every day, you know, maybe it'll be like,
You gotta give at one point.
fine.
I mean, not necessarily good.
You know,
I know what you mean.
if I go this one time, will you just stop bothering me? You know, you know what I mean?
I'm done. Leave me alone.
Appreciate
Leave
you,
me
Phil.
alone.
Appreciate you, man. Love you.
Yeah. Love you guys too. Let's move on.
Sorry.
Love you lots like tater tots. All
I
right.
love
So
tater tots.
before we head up, I got two things. I got a question, and then we're gonna play a game.
Yeah, let's do
Ooh, I
it.
love games.
All right. So last question I got.
Kaylin's coming to beat you guys up.
That's all I looked up like, wait, why he get up? All right. So one thing I had a question for you guys when it came to this topic specifically, and it was a question that was in the back of my brain because it's something that I've seen a lot of like social media couples go through, but you guys aren't a social media couple. Obviously, you guys got together before social media, and you guys built together through social media.
Right.
What is one thing you guys feel that? How do I preface this question? What is one thing you guys feel like is kind of like a roadblock for you guys when it comes to creating content as a couple? Sometimes. This is a safe space. This is a safe space.
What it is.
This is a safe space.
A roadblock?
So I would say for my roadblocks sometimes is Steph is really good at like finding content and being like, we can replicate this, but in our way.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll find content and she's like, no. But sometimes it hits. So it's just like, hey. So when it does hit, I go, you know what? See, I told you about this, and it hits, and then she has to sit and you know,
The
sit
ones
and
that
think
hit,
about it.
I mostly
It's not always,
agree.
but-
I mostly
I
agree.
think I ripped the Band-Aid off.
No,
I think I ripped the Band-Aid
I
off.
mostly agree. You know why? Because I am a perfectionist.
Yes.
And she is more like, let's just like wing it.
Yeah.
Especially with content stuff. And so I'm like, I like meticulously think about it. I'm like, this is what it, and it's
She
she'll just be
stays
like,
up at night thinking about each play.
She's right. So I be in bed looking for. She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm doing some content research. What are we gonna do?" Like, I'm looking for what we're gonna post. And you know what? She be winging it. And I'm
and
like,
my wings be winging it.
yeah. But sometimes it don't hit.
Is that a Haitian thing? Because he be winging it too.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you doing?
So. My friend, I have to.
Oh hell no!
My friend.
Not my friend.
Not my friend. Not my friend. But no, he be winging it.
Yeah.
I do. That's their beef. It's the same beef that I have with Miriam when we make content.
Oh, yeah.
Miriam is very meticulous.
Yes.
And I'm very like.
It's an Asian thing.
I'm like, bro. Do you not know that on social media people be blowing up with the phone in their bathroom,
Nah.
just bullshitting?
Nah.
I be writing out my skits. Anytime I do a skit with y'all, I be writing. Like,
Yeah,
you're gonna
no,
say
you
this. You're gonna do this when you say this. Like,
Man, I
That's
didn't.
too much anxiety for me. Now I
Yeah.
gotta think.
No,
now
I
gotta sit
don't write
there.
them down like that, but I just like the concept. I'm like, at least let's just. And she's just like,
No.
no. let's just, and I'm like,
It's vibe.
Let me tell you which one I want.
but but she's right. Some of the ones that she said,
Listen.
most of the viral ones are my idea. You know what I mean?
Because the
Oh,
6
shit. Here we
million
go.
one,
It's
Here we go.
6
million one is mine.
I didn't say the highest. I said the most. We'll put you 50-50. I'll bet you down 50-50. All right,
watch
bet.
this.
So,
what you going? Never mind. Go ahead.
all right, so 50-50. But when I sit there and think about them, I'm like, man. So then she's just like, oh, forget it. But a lot of times, here's the thing about winging it that I feel.
I'm just gonna drink.
Here's
my
the
drink.
thing about winging it. It's inconsistent. It's either low or it freaking takes off.
Yeah.
No middle.
For me, though, about planning things or being, like a perfectionist to them and being super meticulous about them is that they're consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have the ones that, super hit, but they're consistent. Like sometimes I'm like, so then I'd be like, bro, no, not that idea. Like, cause I'm just like, it's just gonna like go like trash or under when she's like, oh, I wonder why that video didn't do that great. I'm like, cause you didn't really think about it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But then it'd be like them random ones that they
just take off randomly.
And
Yeah.
she's right. Our most viral videos have been her ideas, but more of the, but I would say a little bit of more of the
Like your-
viral videos.
like your foundation
the
consistent is the
ones,
consistent
have
ones.
been
The following we have is
Yeah.
hers. You
have
get
been
what I'm saying?
my
Like,
ideas, that down to the captions, down to everything. And then
Yeah.
sometimes I'm just like, bro, you be putting random stuff. I'm like, what does this caption even mean? But then, like I said, but then all of a sudden it's like, bam. So I think that's our biggest ass. Yeah, be having it too.
That's like you look at me through my soul like,
The
nigga,
thing
I
is,
told you, nigga.
I may be random when it comes to like my own personal content,
Yeah.
or whatever. Just because I just believe in that. Whatever I'm feeling, whatever I shoot.
yeah.
Like people ask me, like even y'all seen it sometimes where I'll shoot and you'll be like, "You're not gonna check that out." No, it's
Yeah,
good.
nah,
No,
I'm
it's good.
good.
It's good. But when it comes to even our podcast, and he'll sometimes post like the title or the thing, and I'm like, "Bro, did you read that,
Did
or
you
just you
read it?
just let AI tell you what it is? It is what it is, bro. What's good?" And he'd be like, "Yeah, bro. AI said it's gotta be good." I'm like, nigga, that don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. You gotta change. You gotta read it. You gotta make sense.
Yep.
That's why I'm looking at him in the soul.
I be changing the titles now. I'll be like, yo, I got
Listen, if
I got
it-
wild titles.
she showed me when I started posting for my podcast. She went back and she was like, "Hey, like these titles, like I understand that you're emotional, but your titles can't always be emotional." So she would be like, "All right, let it rock for like a week, see how that goes, and then if it doesn't work, just change the title." Mm-hmm. And instantly, my
I started
stuff
picking
would,
the titles.
yeah. And then my stuff started going up. She's like, "You know what? You just do what you need to do, and I'll pick the titles." I was like, "See, thinking in the brain." I tell you.
That's
That's okay. So, you guys ready to end this episode?
well, what's your game?
That's what I'm saying. About play a game.
Yeah.
So it's a game of Would You Rather.
Okay.
So we're gonna be playing this game like every week now on the pod. Every time we have a guest, you guys are actually the first guest we're gonna play this game with. I got 3 Would You Rather's.
Yeah.
Everyone is able to answer. That includes you too, Phil, sir.
Okay.
If you want to answer.
Okay.
Are we getting crazy with it? It's like, would you rather boobs or butts? Like,
No.
where's it going?
It's not crazy like that.
We'll say that for the
After dark.
After dark.
After dark.
After dark.
Okay.
That's a quick plug for the after dark.
Coming soon. Shameless plug. All right, so the first Would You Rather is, would you rather have a personal chef who can only cook medieval recipes for the rest of your life,
What?
or only drive cars manufactured before 1950?
The fuck?
Drive
Did
cars.
you-
These are tough Would You
ChatGPT
Rathers.
Did you chat GBT this?
No.
Oh.
I wish I did. I should have.
Did you pull this out of your ass?
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Nah, I'm
I'm
going with
going
cars.
to take the cars
Cars.
because I
Cars?
can't do no medieval.
Cars for 500, Alex.
I will.
Yeah, I can't be having them that caucasity food.
No, yeah.
Oh, just and back then
Oh,
they
that's a
didn't
good
slice
point.
bread. It was just a whole loaf together.
Oh, they
Don't
didn't.
talk to me like that. Don't talk
You
dirty
know,
to me. I will eat
y'all
the
didn't
whole
know
bread.
medieval they never sliced bread. Like you didn't watch Game of
It's the
Thrones.
bread's not the
They just
problem.
took the whole
No,
loaf.
you
The
talking,
problem
you
is the
talking
meat.
dirty to 70.
Yeah,
She love bread.
Listen, I'll lick a whole loaf. Thank you. I'll take it.
All right, so your car.
Car.
You sold me on the medieval.
So she's bread.
Right.
That skin
Car?
is showing.
It's. You know, I just realized too, medieval, no seasoning.
No
Bro, that's
seasoning.
what I'm
No
saying.
seasoning.
She didn't think about that
Just put
part.
the bread.
I'm like, girl, you are Hispanic.
Right.
There's no
The bread.
adobo.
Coño, damn, that just
No
went really-
adobo, no sazon, like
That's
none of
it.
that shit.
Just give me some salty water. I'll figure it out.
She wants the bread. Yeah. No, she not leaving the bread.
I'm
She
here
not
for
leaving
the
the
bread.
bread. She's
I don't
done.
even like to drive, so
When
why
you
would
said
I care
bread,
about
that
the
was
car?
it. You want her right
I got
there.
her with the
Right.
bread.
Yeah.
What about you, Phil?
Yeah, what about you, Phil?
You said before 1950?
Yeah, 1950, yeah.
Damn, because that's when cars got good.
Exactly. That's why I put the cutoff right there.
Oh man, give me a giant turkey leg.
Oh, brother.
He likes bread too.
Yes,
I kind of want to put another another asterisk to the medieval part. Like you can only cook it in the medieval way, which is like that big
In the
ass
toaster
like
In the
Toaster
tub.
oven thing.
no, I mean like that big ass like brick oven that you just
Yeah.
throw everything.
Yeah.
That's the only way you could cook the food.
Damn. And you gotta wait until
I
you
don't
killed
trust
whatever
it.
you.
I still don't understand how they cook pie back then. Because pie is like medieval time recipe. I'm like, how did they cook pie back then?
But the oven, because I
furnace?
think
Yeah.
you can.
Furnace?
Oh yeah, true.
Oh, the furnace, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. That
So
makes
you
sense.
can make it
That makes sense.
as hot
You
as
should
you
watch
want.
Sweeney Todd. That's how you'll know how to make the pies.
Sweeney Todd.
Okay, I got another one.
Okay.
This one, I think I worded this wrong. Hold on. Oh wait, I did, and I said it right. All right. Would you rather experience life? Sorry. Would you rather experience one day in the future, right, or be able to go back one day in your past?
Future.
Past.
Past.
Um,
Remember, it's only one day you get to relive in the future. Or one day you get to relive in the past, or one day you get to spend in the
Do
future.
you get to
I
pick,
would.
you get to pick the day?
Let me.
Yeah, do you
what'd
get
you
to
say?
pick your day? That's a good point,
No,
Phil.
they just give you a random day.
Oh, what the
hell
fuck?
no.
I
Then the
would.
future.
I
Well,
would.
the past one you can pick a day.
Oh, okay.
Future is just a
Okay.
random day.
Like,
Okay,
let's-
no.
Future.
Okay,
I gotta
good.
do past for sure.
That's tough.
What day would you pick though?
Me?
That's a great question. That's a great follow up. Good job.
I would go back to. So my dad passed away, so I would choose any day like of my childhood to like see him again. I'm not gonna cry,
I'm gonna cry.
but yeah, that'd definitely be it.
That's good.
Sana.
That's a tough one because I try to live in the present as much as I can and be okay with where I'm at right now. I think the past has made me who I am, and there's some decisions that I wish I could have taken back from the past. And in the future, I don't think I don't know. It's going to the head and kind of changing events that already led me up to that point.
Yeah.
If I went back to the past, I would just try to relive a moment that I already existed that I thought was great, which is my sister's wedding. So if anything, I would go back to my sister's wedding and just enjoy that moment with my family again, seeing everyone at once. I think to me, I would do that. Not to change anything
Yeah.
for what it is now.
Just
Enjoy
be
it.
present in that
just
day.
be present in that day
Yes.
again, like I was present before.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Exactly.
so that's what I would do. I wouldn't. Yeah.
How about you, Phil?
See, so if the way that life decides to screw us sometimes, if I would have chose the future, it would have been like, give me tomorrow, you know? so
That'd be your luck.
Yeah, so I would choose the past. The day, I don't want to get too political, but the day I would choose would be we wouldn't give our son that vaccine that day.
Oh yeah.
We would have waited.
Son is on the spectrum, just like my son.
Gotcha.
Damn. Future. If I was able to pick the future.
Future.
SpongeBob reference. If man, I wish I could have picked the day in the future. I would just pick the day my son graduates high school, so I can see how he turns out.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But you're going to anyway, though.
You're right.
Yeah, I know, but I want to see now, so I could be like, okay, I got to probably do this a little differently.
Yeah, me too. That's how I feel.
Okay.
I want to
But-
see something.
Past, as corny as this sounds, I would go back and relive the day my son took his first steps.
That's a good one.
Because that was actually around the time me and his mother broke up. And that, I remember we were arguing like every fucking day, bro. And that was the one day out of like a month we didn't argue because we were so happy about him walking. I just want to relive that day because of the genuine joy I had of just seeing him stand up randomly and just walk to his, what was he walking to? He was walking to his Cookie Monster toy. Like it was going off in the corner. He just got up and I was like, what the fuck? Yo, he's walking. Yeah, I would love to relive,
Now,
relive that
if
day.
we relive the past, would our present be different though? Like, would it be like Back
Right.
to the Future, or would it just we do that past and then we're back to our normal selves?
I just made these questions off the seat of my ass, bro. I didn't think that far.
Because
But that's a great.
change
That's
a lot of things.
true.
Because you could also get the lottery numbers from when we had like
That's
the
the one I was
$1.2 billion
thinking. Oh, okay.
lotto.
But
I
that,
think about that.
that Mega Millions like 2 years ago, that was $2 billion. Oh,
Exactly. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
absolutely.
oh,
Yeah, but if you go in the future, you can find out what the lotto is going to be at that time.
But you
And
can't
then now
choose
can
your
play
future
it.
day.
Yeah, you gotta say
you
it'll
can't.
screw you. It'll just give you tomorrow.
Right.
Well, that's the future.
But
If you're in the future, you can go on Google and find out what the Powerball is for that day that you go back
I
to.
go back to. Yeah, I was gonna say that I could do that.
And you could do that. What the stock market was looking like that day, you know what I mean?
Right.
For
Yeah.
crypto to invest.
Only you, entrepreneur
I'm just
self.
letting you know.
Crypto one, I'll go back. I'll go back to like
Letting you
2004 and
know.
just
Bitcoin.
rack it up,
Rack it up, yeah.
and just sit on it.
Yeah.
All right, pause. All right, so last one. Would you rather have the ability to speak to any animal, but the caveat is you lose the ability to speak to humans? Or would you rather be able to master any instrument that you touch, but you can never sing again?
Instrument.
Instrument, right? I'm
Hands
saying the same
down.
thing. Instrument,
Hands down,
easily.
instrument.
I'm starting
me?
to question your thought processes here.
I'm just thinking like the most random shit.
I see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, yeah, instrument. I don't want to not talk about, but I don't know, but animals though. Talking to
Imagine
animals,
being Dr. Doolittle.
that'd be so cool.
But you lose the.
Well,
I would take instrument because talking to animals, like, first of all, I don't even like nature like that. One, two, I respect nature. I don't like it. Like, I'm not outside like that. Like, I think animals have their land. I have my home. I don't want to talk to no roach, no bug. That's the most I'm gonna see in nature. So I'm not going out like
roach?
that.
Like, bro, why you always in my house?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
Get
yeah.
the fuck out.
What about a lion,
You
a
never gone to like
dolphin?
Animal Kingdom?
Well, see, the
First
thing
of all,
is-
I don't want to talk to a lion.
But the thing is, I'm from
Respectfully.
Michigan, right?
Could you imagine? Why
So
are
the
you
most
so
we have
angry?
is like trout and bass in the water, or like squirrels, or we might have a wolf or a deer, but we don't have anything crazy like down here, the anacondas and alligators and
Yeah, but a
crazy
wolf or a
shit.
deer?
Huh?
A wolf or a deer?
Yeah.
You wouldn't talk to them?
No,
I was
because
in a deer the other day.
Yo,
I would say like if I
imagine
could be
you were
like
just
if
in
I
your
could play like
house.
guitar.
What'd you say, Phil?
Sorry, Trevor.
You can go.
I said, imagine if you're just in your house and you just hear all the bugs talking.
Yes, no.
Oh yeah,
All
that would be
buzzing in my
wild.
ear.
Get my foundation on the thing.
That would be wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to do it. I would like to I would exchange my voice and singing R&B music for guitar. I would love to play guitar and be on some Jimi Hendrix
Oh,
type
yeah.
like
Oh,
No,
shit.
that'd
And like
be dope.
if it allows me to be like the best guitarist out there for that sake,
Yeah.
I would do it.
Can I piggyback off of that, Jay? Would you rather?
Go ahead.
So, would you rather be able to speak every language in the world or be able to play every instrument in the world?
Oh, speak every language.
Ooh, play every instrument. I don't
Bro,
know.
my favorite instrument is a piano,
Yes.
bro. And anytime a piano's on a song, that song I love
Yeah.
a song.
I would play the sax.
But
to
it's
be honest
just-
with you.
Yeah.
To be able to just wake up and just
So you can play
go
every,
ham on a piano.
every instrument
Oh yeah.
or every language.
Every instrument.
Man, no one,
Every
no,
language.
no,
I'm
my,
tone deaf as it is. Why do I need to be
32
tone-
years, I haven't learned anything language.
but knowing my goofy ass, I'm probably hit the triangle and just. Damn, I really want to speak every language though. Fuck,
Yeah.
Yo, imagine.
that's a good one. I'm gonna go language.
Same.
Yeah.
But if I go language, I'm
go
going for
language.
like selfish reasons for real. I'm just going to just talk to different women in a different language.
Passport bros.
Yeah.
Passport bros is crazy.
It's really just like,
It's
you know,
crazy.
going to like, I'm not going to do it. I was going to do something
He can go to
crazy.
Colombia and go
No.
hammer.
Well, first of all, I can already speak a little Spanish, so that's not a problem. But I'm talking about, I was getting ready to say something that's
Excuse
outlandish.
me?
I was going to say something like, never mind. I'm
Yeah,
not going
say-
to do
go
it.
ahead, go
No,
ahead,
I
go
got
ahead.
problems.
Get us canceled. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm good. Just a safe place.
Get yourself.
Go ahead. Go
Just
ahead.
get yourself canceled.
Brisket.
I'm just
Brisket
saying,
all right
like,
here.
I would love to go like to Thailand and just like, you know.
Oh wow.
I thought you were gonna say Brazil. I'd been like, yes.
Portuguese? No, I could have done that,
Yeah,
but
nah,
I mean,
cause that Thailand. I know why. I know why he's
Yeah, that's exactly why I roll my eyes. Like,
my
this-
thing is like,
this
I'm
guy.
a man of
different.
accents, and like, I'm
They-
a big,
but they speak English.
well, I like to copy people. My whole thing of comedy is like, I like copying people. And I was getting ready to do like an accent, and I stopped myself 'cause I didn't want to be rude. So
Yeah,
that's why I said I didn't want to go that far.
We got fans in Germany.
That's cool.
Yeah, we got fans in Germany, which is crazy.
Yeah,
by the
that's
way.
cool.
Yeah, there's people in Germany that listen to this podcast just randomly.
Nice.
I was shocked when I seen that. Trust me.
Germany loves niggas.
Jesse Owens. That's a smart joke, bro. That's a
I know
smart
that's good,
joke.
but that's crazy.
That's a meta.
But if you know, you know. That's a smart joke. Jesse Owens joke.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, what's
Track
that?
star, yeah.
My nigga. Last one actually I have. This is one off the top of my head. If you could live in any cartoon world, what would it be?
Boondocks.
That's a good one. That's a really good one. Because niggas be nigging in that fucking
I
cartoon.
love that show.
Niggas be nigging in that cartoon.
That was such a good show. Is it still going? No, right?
No.
No.
It should, because
Right,
we
'cause
live in a perfect time for
we-
it.
exactly.
Yes. I was just talking on Serious Sarcasm. Phil knows the bro what you want. He thought it was a Boondocks episode. He's laughing. It happened in Jersey this week. A pastor was giving a sermon at mass, and some pimp just walked into church. Bing! Knocked that nigga out.
Knocked the pastor out?
Come to find out, that nigga was like, he didn't pay for one of his hoes.
Oh,
he knocked that pastor out.
Right in the middle of his
In my
sermon.
mind, all I want to hear is
But
the pimp
it
name
was
Slickback.
it was a bishop. It was a Catholic church, like a big Catholic church in Jersey.
Yeah.
There was like two cops that everybody was looking at him like, why is this dude walking up to the altar and just knocked the man out? It was crazy. That video was crazy. But yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Nah, ruined
I
him
need to
right
see
there.
that video.
Cartoon World.
Oh, man, I don't know.
I'm going Looney Tunes. You can't
First of all,
die.
the fact
I'd be
that
like
he's
very
deep in
odd.
thought for this
Yeah, for
one.
me, I'm in between like very odd parents.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Let me see.
I'm doing Looney Tunes because
You can't die. You can be Roger Rabbit.
exactly. Like I seen Donald Duck get his whole beak blown off, and he was still alive.
Yeah, right,
I'm not
right,
dying.
right.
I'm not dying. Phil, what about you? I'm gonna let Trey think for a little bit more.
Oh, that's easy. Futurama.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Ooh, that's good.
Would you be Bender,
No, I'd
or would you be like the?
No, he be himself in the world.
be
I'm
myself.
just saying.
Why you gotta be someone who be himself in the world?
Well, no, Futurama, man.
You know what?
You asked a question. If you could
Don't
be, if you could
embarrass
be,
me in front of company. First of
I'm
all,
saying. You know what? There's so many
is not the time to
there's
argue.
so many cartoons I could be a part of. This is so hard for me right now.
Pick one.
I can't.
Right.
I'll just list them. Ed, Ed and Eddie.
I could see you.
He's one of fucking jaw
Family
breaker.
Guy. American Dad.
I did think about Family Guy.
And I would love to be in Jimmy Neutron or Danny Phantom.
Danny Phantom was a good one.
Would
I
you
like
be
Danny
friends
Phantom.
with Jimmy Neutron, or would you not be friends with? Like, would you be?
I
Part
would
of
be
that
friends.
crew?
I would be friends with them. I like the fact that as kids, they still have, they have the freedom to like roam around and just kick it.
Yeah.
And I like that. I like shows like that where kids kind of just got to explore.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Yeah.
there the candy in
That's
Jimmy
why
Neutron?
I thought about Dragon Tales too.
Oh, Dragon Tales.
Dragon Tales.
I just realized we're all tripping.
What?
What?
I'd rather just be a toy in Toy Story.
No.
No.
Nigga, Andy's home.
Hell no.
I'm crying.
No, bro. Why? You just gonna be putting a
that's
box
not-
in,
that's-
giving it up every
yeah.
time.
You'll be on the side of the road.
Yeah, they're giving something up all the time.
What was her? What's?
Oh, Jesse.
Yeah, she was on the side of the road.
Oh, I love to be part of Lilo Stitch. Just so I can see Lilo's sister.
First of all, so are we going to question the fact that Pleakley was a man with a wig? Anybody else catch that?
Nope.
Oh, you talking about like
Pleakley.
the T?
DEI. I'm not talking about it.
I'm just saying, Pleakley was definitely the first.
A cross-dresser.
Yeah, the first
Right.
Yeah.
A cross-dresser.
On Disney.
Yeah.
The definition
What?
of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even in
But
even in the TV show.
the movie's coming out. The
That's-
movie looks good.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah.
movie looks perfect.
I want to know
spot
how
on.
they're gonna do that in the movie, especially
they
in this
have
day
to
and
do
age.
it. I don't care. You have to
Yeah,
do it.
that is
part
literally
of the story.
Pleakley's like character
Yeah.
in the United States
But
or Hawaii. Excuse me.
anyways, do you guys have a great episode? You guys
Oh,
feel
he's
good?
amazing. Thank you so
100%.
much for having us.
Good.
Great guest.
I would
Great
like to
guest.
say also that we want to shout out. We were talking about business. We would definitely want to shout out Steph's business. Steph, go ahead and
Yes,
shout
yes,
out
yes,
your
Steph.
business.
Yes, Steph.
Oh yes. My time.
No
to,
pressure.
My time to shine.
Yeah, go ahead. Do your thing, girl.
Shine it off.
My
Yeah.
time to shine.
Sign us off. Go ahead. Do
We
your
want to
thing.
talk about Women Empowerment Month, women businesses. We support.
Oh yeah. So I'm a tax advisor. I have a tax firm, financial firm. You know, my baby, she's a partner now. So Greenwave Tax. So you can find it on Instagram at greenwavetax.com or on Instagram at Greenwave Tax or go to greenwavetax.com if you're looking for financial services, financial help. I also have an academy called Wave Wealth Academy where we teach people how to actually start, you know, in the tax industry, especially if they have no experience or if they've been a tax advisor for years and they're not quite making the kind of money that they want to make. So we really teach you how to maximize on that by being a tax advisor. So yeah, but I do have something for you guys though, because you know I got to get something to your
Okay.
audience since we're here.
Just to let y'all know, she's very, very legit. She did mine this year. Mine
True.
nigga.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need that testimonial plug as soon as we're done with this one. So, but I do have something for your audience because we came here.
Yeah.
So like right before I came here,
Okay.
I literally had my team, you know, draw a little plug in. So they made like a little, you know, text number, so that way they could text this. And this is really for people who have wanted to like have some kind of side hustle or have thought about doing taxes because you see, okay, there's mad people out here doing taxes, but if you want to do it the right way, not like your cousin down the street, who's, you know, about to send
Taxes
people to
by
jail.
Tiffany.
Right. So
You want $48,000
right.
or $52,000?
$52,000. So if you want to learn how to actually do taxes the right way, or just get in the financial industry in general, looking for some kind of side hustle, this is actually like a 5-step ebook for you, a 5-step guide on what exactly you need to do from like to get in the tax business, from like what kind of license you need to do, what software is you need to get, everything. So it's my software guide. It also like gives you the software, and it gives you marketing, like how to actually market in the business. But it's pretty cool. It's not like a long read, but it hits all the points. So if that's something you guys want to get into, text the word tax, TAX, to 407-258-1119. And again, that's TAX to 407-258-1119.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
For those who may not have caught that, it will also be in the description of this episode as well, guys.
Yeah.
Yes. We also put that in the bio.
Yes, also in the bio of this episode as well. Anything else, ladies, you want to say before we sign off?
For my
Sounds
first
something good.
right for my first official podcast being on with you guys, I just want to say thank you, because this is incredible. The space is incredible. The people, Phil, you're incredible as well. It's a really good vibe, and I really do appreciate it, because you don't really see those often.
No.
So you could tell the genuineness behind it. And
Yeah.
the weird questions. We
Yeah,
love it.
yeah. No, big ups. We gotta come back to After Dark.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Talk
After Dark
about
was
some-
fun.
Comment down below right now if you guys want to come to After Dark. You know what I'm saying?
After Dark go crazy.
Trey, anything you want to say before we sign off,
I'm
bro?
so ready for that. I'm so ready for that.
Anything you want to say before we sign off, bro?
I want to say that this has been episode 15.
Yes.
It's been a pleasure doing 15 episodes with you. It's been dope.
you give me my flowers. I appreciate it.
First of all. And then I want to say I am super grateful for these women and all the other women that
Yes.
have come onto the pod and have really embraced us and really understood that this is a safe space for them to communicate. And I'm glad that not only have they got on, but other women have constantly reached out to be like, we see your pod,
Yes.
we want to join it, we want to have a voice in it, and everyone is a part of the stepping stone of what this podcast is. So we appreciate everyone who comes in, speaks, and adds value to the podcast.
My nigga.
Yeah.
Phil, you want to say something before I
Like it.
sign us off?
Yeah. I have a fupa.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, for those who have viewed this episode, we appreciate you guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. On behalf of myself, Trey. You say your name?
No, you said my name. It's
Oh,
cool.
yeah. On behalf of myself, Trey, the Stephs, and Phil, thank
Yeah.
you guys so much. It's been another episode of Fupas and Flapjacks here on the DeRosia Media Network. We are signing off.
I just wanna see
Yeah,
you
hold your Fupas and
put it
Flapjacks.
on me, baby, put it on me, baby, put it on me. I just wanna see you on me. I just wanna see you on me. Put it on me, baby, put it on me. Put it on me, baby, put it on me.